Stay a while and listen. Hello. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Jung and CD Skarn. Welcome to the stream. We are returned, and we are ready to see that this is already taken over by plant people, probably. That's my guess. Well, I don't know. We'll see. We're about able to... Oh, I guess I spent some cash on something.
Production ready.
Well, what happens if I just... Can I... No?
Operations available for priming.
I know they're ready for priming. Please stop telling me that. I need to choose a district up here, and I think that's going to be the one. I also need to choose one down here, and I'm not sure what I should go for. Our big battle down here went okay. It was a bit nasty, though. We lost one troop that we actually cared about, well, that I cared about, and then a few that I didn't care so much about. So, so I'm not sure. Not sure what we're going to do. He's just waiting. He's waiting until we actually hire that other person. Not sure what we're going to do with you. You can't make it yet. Nope. A little tiny bit of healing needs to be done. You know what? We're going to go on a scouting mission. Teleport. I should have been sending scouts out all along, and I haven't done that, and that's to my own detriment. I should be ashamed of myself, and I sort of am, slightly. It just spit us down a little bit further southeast, but it did spit us further along. So, future games, I will probably get some fast-moving units out to just start scouting things a bit more. Is this the same guys that made all the... Yes, yes it is. That made the Age of Wonders games. And they are fantastic. Highly recommend you check out all of them. I hope one day I'm able to go back and play through the original Age of Wonders games. It's rough going, but having played so much of Age of Wonders 3 and now with Planetfall, a lot of the stuff will carry over. It'll just be getting used to the different control scheme and the age-appropriate graphics for the time, which is going to be a bit rough after how beautiful 3 and this one look. That's going to be the big heartbreaking part of it all. Alright, well, I'm going off on an exploration thing, I think. I kind of wanted to take over the traffic zone, didn't I? Yeah, alright, we're not going to go full crazy with the exploration. And you're just going to chill in here. Because that's what we have you do, friend. You just relax and do nothing. And yeah, I think you're going to do one more turn of this, and then we're going to go and get those panels going. They are neutral toward one another. Cool, good for them. You sent me a message because you love me. Yay! Foster positive happiness.
Happiness
Food.
event in colony.
Yay. Cool. Alright, we're ending the turn. I have plenty of bargaining chips to get the plant people out of my way. Roto Casrex. I absolutely love this game. I cannot wait till it's out and everybody's able to play it. I can't wait till my buddy's able to play it. We can just start a map and just start going. The multiplayer is going to be amazing like it always is. I can't wait to hop in and begin the actual storyline campaign mode. Hey, publicly complimenting me now. Well, we've come a long way, haven't we, friend? What do you got? What do you got, Big Daddy? You know what? I will pronounce that you are amazing because you have the highest capability. I don't know what that means, but yeah. And we can finally get you to join us. Another battle mech type individual, which I am super excited about. Generate some energy, and then we're gonna get some more photovoltaic dealies. Would you please get the heck out the way? Thank you. I can take the reward for this. Can I also? Can I? I want to go. I want to go in. It's owned by me right now. I want to go fight. You're supposed to be able to go fight when there's this little thingy here. Aww. Or maybe it's only the silver and gold that you have to fight, and the bronze and whatever the other one are, you don't? I don't know. Before annexing this part of the colony, it is going to become our next and final settlement, I think. Maybe we're going to try to expand up this way. Claim this area. I don't know. I don't know what I plan to do. I could always plop down another city over here. I mean, we have a lot of options available.
Production ready.
Oh, cool. Our wind farms are done. Nice. They're still happy. I guess we can generate energy for one more turn with you. I'm not going to generate energy with others if I can help it. I don't want to go this way. Well, I'm about to trespass. No, I'm not going to trespass. Just kind of cruise along. Just, you know, look around a little bit. I'm gonna come down here, and I'm not actually able to. Okay. I thought maybe, just maybe, I would be able to prospect that area, but I cannot. Alright, let's go explore off into this direction. Creational Dome. You guys are super happy right now. I think we're gonna go with that one. Oh, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one, Tech Man. For shame. It's okay, man. I appreciate you always checking in, even if you're not always able to stay here the whole time. It is much appreciated. Can you look into the advanced diplomatic stuff, please? Yeah, I can, sure. Sorry. Let's see, who do I want to... Probably her? I feel like there's less to it than we're hoping, even still. So we can get a defense pact. We get open borders. Maybe I'll start doing something like this, because if I can get 2 allies, that might be okay. So let's go ahead and add this. I would also like open borders. I guess it's already a balanced gift. Oh, cool, it worked. Yeah, sweet. I'll do the same thing with Yuri. I'm sure Yuri's a reasonable person. You know what? I'm going to go with the defense pact right now. Oh, it just automatically does it. Nope. We changed our relationship too recently. We can talk again at a later time. Oh, hold on. I'm not sold on the defense pact. I was just checking to see, you know, how you felt about it. See, I figured we could come to an agreement. Nothing's off the table, you know. Just having a conversation. He destroyed. Apparently, he moved to China and started up a. I don't know. Somebody kidnapped his thing, actually. Slowly and quite uncomfortably, but with minimum pain. Incognito. Woohoo! I feel bad, Techman, because I don't stream often enough. It's just so much time. So much time that you have to spend streaming to really make it anywhere. And while I wouldn't be opposed to doing that, I can't do that and do everything else that I do. It's too much. There's just not enough time in the day. Like, tomorrow's going to be weird, so I think the only way I can fit an Age of Wonders Planetfall stream into tomorrow is if we start at 3 p.m. Eastern. So that would be roughly... God, I can't do the math right now. 2 hours before now, and we'd be able to stream till about the start of this stream. And then I'd have to... So, I kind of already ran down everything earlier, what I have to do, but that's really about the only time I'll be able to stream. And I'd like to stream more, but I can't. Saturday and Sunday and Monday are usually... Well, Saturday and Sunday are usually super busy for me. I have too many other things. That's when I collaborate with everybody, when we do the multi-people things and whatnot, so it's usually already packed, and if I'm lucky if I can get a couple of extra recordings in. Then you add the Battle Brothers stream onto that, and everything. It just gets to be a lot. Yeah, I can't slide them somewhere in Japan or something, so you just deleted it and made a new one. Oh. Oh, I thought you said that they stole it from you and changed your email. I thought that's what you told me, but maybe I understood that wrong. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm throwing out these non-aggression packs. Sure. What do you want me to do now? I am not going to do that. I mean, I might, but I'm probably not going to do that. If I get 20 more, we'll be integrated. I don't know what that means. It sounds dirty and exciting at the same time. Who dis? Oh, that's you. We have open borders. I can come out and hang out with you if I wanted to. I don't want to, but I could. Ooh, what's this thing? The Grandview Excalibur Resort. What? Nice. Succubot. Oh, jeez, 3,000. What happens in the Elysium parks stays in the Elysium parks. This is guaranteed by our surveillance exemption status. Bravo. Bravo. Is that a gold one? I feel like that's already been claimed. There's no way that hasn't been claimed. Alright, let's take a peek over here. Extra food. Do you have anything extra under you? Ooh, extra energy. Yeah, I think I will actually annex this thing. This will be my next one. I'll get those guys to move and all that stuff. It'll be fine. Alright, where do I need to go? Up there? Oh God only knows what's going to be up there. Alright, on this side of life, we need to get ourselves some more people. Give me a trencher. Give me a scan trencher. Will really upset everybody. Speaking of upset, is anyone like unhappy? What's that 10? Is that 10 our happiness? It's our number of colonists. Okay. Okay, you're doing that. That's fine. What are you doing? We gotta start going on this, because if we don't, we're not gonna finish it in time. We still might not finish it in time. Just keep looking around. Oh, look at that thing. Oh, he is adorable. Let's take a look at him. Oh, look at him. Oh, he's so cute. And horrifying, but cute, mostly. Immune to stagger. He's a large target. Unit is 15% easier to hit with ranged attacks. In addition, it cannot take cover itself. Ha! But it counts as cover for other units. That's fantastic. It's got a biochemical weakness. Nice. However, it can sling magma. Liquid hot magma. So that's a thing. Don't succeed at actually stealing the account. And no, you're behind the times on proper internet security. You wouldn't really need to do a virtual private network. For that wouldn't really make a lot of sense. Shouldn't you just be sitting here? Why are you moving? Stay put. I probably did. But I don't remember telling you to move, so by golly, don't move. Alright, what's going on?
Incoming communication.
Yeah, look at that. Flourishing between friends. Oh, somebody else said something. I didn't get to see what it was. Magma. Liquid hot magma. And slowly but surely, we march toward oblivion. I think we're going to lose horribly. I do feel like you can spread out and expand much quicker than I mean, I know for a fact you can. But I feel like that's also the right thing to do. I feel like I didn't do it correctly. The fact that you have those, and how I know how to fix it now, or to use it. The garrison troops allows you to actually move without needing such a large army stuck back behind. I definitely feel like we're playing a losing game right now. He could have made you seem... Yeah, that's what I thought you were meaning, Jung, actually. But then his internet security thing, I was like, no, you wouldn't really use the VPN for that. And then I just trailed off my thought process. I apologize. But yeah, you could virtual private network into your own computer and all that stuff, and then use a program to take it over and pretend like you were the actual tech man. You know, that whole scenario. I got you. I know what you're saying. I know what's going down. All right, let's just see what happens when we go over here. Oh crap! I can actually enter this one. There is no way I can win it though. So this one hasn't been claimed yet. You know what else hasn't been claimed? These resources. The DIY methods. You discover that this transport was carrying blueprints and materials to make 2 different weapons. Unfortunately, you find that most materials have deteriorated over time and there's only enough to manufacture one. The lightning launcher Or the item, the Secretor. That is a tier 3 item. Ignore the blueprints and take that. High impact stagger units, reducing action points and canceling defensive modes. Chance to fly electrified. Eyesight rules. Oh, it's an arc weapon though, so it will bounce, I think. Fly in case? And if it's resisted, it staggers them. Huh. That actually sounds better. I'm going to go with that one. Get a message on the account shortly after your attempts to control it, asking permission. Nuke. Nope. Dropped immediately. The nope nuke dropped immediately. Alright, so what I would have suggested, and I think I did, but you might have just been like, screw it, you didn't want to deal with it. Since you do have a phone, you could have tied your, what are we talking about? Your Twitch account to get two-step authentication through your phone, and then people aren't going to be able to steal it as easily. So, like, I have that on almost everything I do now because I've had my Steam account hacked and stolen twice, and I'm never going to let that happen again because that was the most ridiculous and absurd thing I've ever seen. And I'm still very angry about it. Sector limit reached. How close are we to it? It's at 8, right? It's at 8. Okay, we're pretty close. We're real close. Alright, so you're just going to stay there and chill, I guess. I'll send you out to go do some more exploratory things. Okay, well, I'm not going to go and play with that giant creature alone. Learn. Hey, I'm trustworthy again. My reputation is all over the place. I'm actually concerned that we're not going to be able to finish our quest in time. We probably can. Konnichiwa? You didn't figure out how before you just dumped the account. Alright, that makes sense. Well, it is what it is. As long as you're happy and you're still able to go find all the stuff that you were doing before and nothing's really changed for you, it's all good. It's all good, but yeah, it's still frustrating. I don't understand why people have to just be terrible. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, if stuff isn't yours, don't mess with it. Like, there's no... it bothers me. Yeah. So we'll be able to finish that in one turn, which is great. We're going to send this guy over to help out. It's not like we've been slacking trying to move. We're actually trying to move. We just can't. What is wrong with you? Why can't you move one more square forward? Is it the terrain itself is just rough? Oh, it's 8 to move and we only... Oh, we only have 4 with the little dude. Okay. The Baron is slowing us down. Alright, that makes sense. I almost don't want the Baron in our group just because of that, so we can move around and then we can have another group that has the Barons. They can still get all the rewards and stuff. But if we were going to go and fight one of those temple things, we needed a little bit stronger forces. Oh good, we got the one that we needed. Annex. Ooh, what is that? Ooh, more oh, that one's guarded. What's this thing? Okay. Whee! Cool. Nope, same match. We're still going. We haven't lost yet. I'm going until we lose, essentially. Or until we somehow miraculously win. Which isn't gonna happen.
Production ready.
They said if somebody gets to a certain level of controlled sectors, that a countdown begins. I haven't seen a countdown yet, but I could have sworn they said someone had actually done that already. So, I don't know. We want to send a couple of these out. Just so they can scout more. I want to actually get eyes everywhere. I should have been doing this all along. It's one of my big, I I was distracted doing other things. I'm not going to lie. It was still a mistake and something I should have done regardless of what else I was doing. But in my defense, I was kind of exploring different areas, trying to learn how all the ins and outs of the game work. Like, there was a reason that I didn't get everything that I was trying to get. How do I stack up against you? 585 versus 9. I mean, we could probably kill you off. Is this still the first game, Quirky? I am very slow going, but we're on turn 63. I can assure you the next game that I do, assuming that we get to the point where I can actually end it, is going to be much quicker. Like, I've already learned a ton of new stuff, and I'm ready just to get moving on things. Our happiness is still okay. I think I'm going to upgrade to tier 2 of the military stuff just to get extra units and garrisons. Oh, I'm loving this game. It's so good. I've learned quite a bit, too. There's still a few things I would like to change, but they're like small, like, graphical things. Like, I would like to see the movement, like, hexes when you're in combat just be a little bit brighter or more noticeable. But I also, like, again, I understand that that's going to take people a little bit out of the beautiful scenery that they've created. And make it look a little bit worse. Like, I understand that, but I still would prefer to have a better visual, like, be able to see what's going on more than I would care about it looking slightly worse. I'd rather be like, oh, I mean, I'm getting used to it now after having played so long, but that was one of the first things that I noticed that I was not thrilled about. And I would still like it to change, but again, it's not that big of a deal. Oh, these guys are so slow. I'm so used to moving at the 32 or whatever it is. Open borders. Sure. What else we got? Ooh. Yeah. I think I wanted to do whatever I just did. Maybe I don't. What did I just do? Hold on. Let me read these again. Minus 50% energy cost for instantly completing production. I actually don't care about that. What is this one then? Units including mods. That's not bad. I can start producing units here. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Contrast is the word you want? Well, just lower the oh gosh, it's opaqueness, or it's like opacacy, but that doesn't sound right. I know the word.
Sector annexed.
I'm sorry. I'm all fuzzy this weekend. Like, I've gone through so much stuff this week. Just trying to get everything ready, preparing, making sure I'm like cross-referencing times, making sure I'm not doing anything out of sync, trying to get everything else done that I'm already doing. It's been a lot. So, like I said earlier, I'm surprised I still speak something resembling English at this point. Cellular compliance labs. Oh, that sounds cool.
Operations available for priming.
Sure, display monitor. We'll prime that now because it won't stop bugging me every so many turns. Just fine. Sure. I guess we'll just keep slogging along. Submarine bio. Hey, there's 0% water on this thing. Why is this here? Yeah, let's take the fight. We haven't had a fight since we started this, I don't think. We need one. Opacity? That's it, thank you. Thank you for spelling it out for me. No, they haven't. And I think all of them are doing better than me, though. I don't know how to check that right now. Those days of panicking you. Oh, well, that's not good. Yeah, thankfully I'm a little bit better off in that regard. This looks like just absolutely wretched and terrible in all ways. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. We missed. Not a good start. But don't worry, we're going to do something else equally terrible. It's actually fun. I'm sending our clone in to do things. I think I need to get more of these guys. These guys are cool. I like them. They provide quite the distraction. I'm realizing how underwhelming my army actually is right now. It's not great. Alright, it's end the turn. Let's see what happens. Changing core beliefs and such is very hard work indeed. Yes, reprogramming yourself is never an easy task. Oh, you're not going to go after the other guy. Look, if you guys kill him off, that's cool too, because the clones will just take over. Not that big of a deal. But you're not allowed to kill both.
Operations available.
Hulk smash! Alright, so we Hulk smashed. Felt good. I'm going to bomb you. Okay. Knocked him a little bit closer. Corrosive spit.
Enemy
and
destroyed.
he did. Alright. Next up on our to-do list. We got target my bugadoos. Alright, I'm going to spat on you and actually kill you if they hit. They didn't hit. It's okay. Because I'm going to ram you.
Enemy eliminated.
Enemy eliminated. Yes. Yes. Enemy eliminated. Alright. Get to stepping. Get to dying. Come on. Kill my fake guy. I don't care.
Unit has fallen.
Ooh, you got something called a dark reward. What is that? I'm very curious. The unit deals 20% increased damage per stack until the... Oh, okay. Well, we gotta make sure he dies, like, real soon then. Alright, I think I can move all the way up here and then bloop. Actually, I think I can move one more and then bloop it. Yeah, there it is. My 32 dust back. What? They never expect it. They never see it coming.
Enemy killed.
Ain't doing zero. You ain't doing zero. You're doing 0% more damage now, or you ain't doing 0%. I don't know. Smack. Oh, no. You were supposed to hit him the other way. I didn't know he was gonna do it that way. That was awful. Whatever. We're gonna ram him. It's fine.
Enemy down. Problem
solved.
Our forces are victorious.
Victorious. And then eliminated. Ooh, we got production for it. I don't want the tier 3. I guess we're going with the happiness drones. Alright. Which has some very odd connotations as to what those could actually do to make you happy. Just saying. I'm just saying. Lavender Sands. Alright. Hey, these look like running people, kind of, a little bit. Alright, what have we done now for the map? I also feel like, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. You guys can tell me. I feel like we could zoom out further in Age of Fear. Sorry. I've been playing that too much lately. Age of Wonders 3. And I'd like to be able to zoom out just a little bit more. But, I mean, this is fine. Like I said, it's all really small stuff. I love the fact that we can zoom in as far as we can. There's so many things I love about this. So any of my little suggestions or issues or things I'd like changed are all very small, and honestly, if they don't get changed, it's not going to change my opinion of the game at all. It's fantastic. I love what I'm doing. I absolutely love this game and adore it. So take from that what you will. I'm just seeing things that I personally would like to see different. That would make it slightly more enjoyable for me. But that doesn't mean it's the right thing. And people could completely disagree with me. Okay, I can deploy that. I don't want to deploy it. It is ready, though. It's good. Yeah, unfortunately, my dinner wasn't going to be ready until about 5 or 10 minutes after we started today. So I'm skipping dinner until either much later or slightly later. Uh-oh. Yeah, you know, it's and everything that I'm complaining about are all tiny details. And the fact that that's the stuff that I'm complaining about is, you're right, is a very good thing. Like, those are the things that you'll want to complain about. Meaning that they nailed all the core essential parts of the game. Like, so many cool things they've done with this. Like, I don't even know where to begin when I try to talk about the game. Like, all the different little add-ons and changes and additions and stuff that they've used from other successful games in the 4X genre to stuff like they use from like XCOM, like with the Overwatch. I mean, those are basic things in turn-based strategy games anyway now. It's a bit more commonplace, but being able to have that, and I played around with the Amazons a little bit on my own. They don't have Overwatch with their bow users. I'm not sure I like that exactly, but it's just one of those things. It's very strange. But I suppose you're not going to be sitting there with your bow knocked, waiting the whole time somebody comes by and you're like, thunk. Maybe you would. I don't know. I feel like it would be a little bit slower than just picking up your gun and shooting someone, but still, I would like to have seen Overwatch for the Amazons. Is this the end of the map? Oh, that's the end of the world. Oh, okay. I thought it went further than that. Zoom out. So this is actually the top of the... Okay. Okay. Well, that's good. Good, because I was kind of regretting not having to expand it further north, but now I see that that was not actually an issue. Cool. I like that a lot, actually. Alright. Well, we can't win that fight. Or really, most of these fights. I guess we'll start heading northish. I'll have this guy keep heading west. Should meet up with our other guy eventually. Ish. Alright. Round 64. Kill 2 armies belonging to NPC factions. Well, I wasn't gonna do that anyway. That's horrible. That also means he's killing my plant buddies. Yep, still trustworthy. I don't know why he keeps changing to
Happiness
trustworthy.
event in colony.
Alright, whatever. Okay. What are we doing now? We're down here. Submarine biospheres. I think we're about at the edge of the map again. Not quite there, but I think we're close. This should be the edge of the map then. Yep. Alright, so we went top to bottom. We had the entire map explored in that area. Honestly, if we look, we've got a fair amount of the map. Assuming this shows the entirety of the map, we've got a fair bit of it. I know it's behind all my welcome stuff and everything else, guys. I apologize, but we're pretty close. And the fact that I can zoom out and show you the full map, I felt like it's not that important. You guys can see the mini-map. Little buggies. 740 versus our 930. Not real thrilled with that one. XCOM is the same age as me? Didn't know. Let's see. XCOM came out in 1994 and it is still inspiring new games to use the same mechanics. I'm trying to think if there was any game that predated that had those mechanics. I don't think so. It spawned its own genre of game.
Operations primed and ready.
And there are a lot of games that have done really well. Like added a lot of stuff to that genre of games. And in fact, even some of these games are inspired in parts by that, right? Like a lot of the tactical turn-based strategy is similar to things that you see in XCOM. Sorry, I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh gosh, things are happening. So, or perhaps it's the other way, because I believe other tactical games were before XCOM, so maybe those were inspired. those inspired XCOM, and then so on and so forth. Like, it just kept like a cyclical little dealy there going. Alright, let's go fight this thing. Murder it a lot, because we can. Manual combat! Laser Squad might have, by the same developers who made XCOM, but I have never played that. I don't know that I've heard. I don't know if I've even heard of Laser Squad. But I know, like, you look at games like Shining Force or Final Fantasy Tactics, while it's not the same thing where you control your units and everything else, it still had the tactical combat. I believe it had flanking, like if you got attacked from behind. Granted, this was like Final Fantasy Tactics. Stuff like that still happened. So, like, they took, like, cues from that, but they had their own unique thing with how many action points you had. Like, they had the movement and then the action separate, whereas the original XCOM games had all their action points and everything the same, and that was really cool. By the way, if you're looking for another game like XCOM and you haven't played it before, and this goes for anyone who's listening or watching, because I know most people know, but Xenonauts is fantastic. It's much more true to the old school XCOM mentality, and I highly recommend it. And they are working on an Xenonauts 2. So. Well, that didn't work. My Baron failed. Baron failure. Alright, let's go ahead and buff. Oh, no, let's move up and then buff. No, I need to get behind cover. And then we'll buff somebody up. By golly. There it is. Entrench! Entrench again! I realize that I've just kind of pinned our dude in there a little bit. It's probably fine, but... not exactly what I was hoping to do. With Xenonauts being amazing. Jagged Alliance, yeah, they came out pretty far, but again, that's kind of the same type of thing, right? I hate those things so much. Those lightning arc dudes just make me sad. But even going back to like the HOM games, right? Those all had tactical turn-based strategies. Those kind of,
Operations available.
to me, those inspired games like this. But I think maybe Age of Wonders might have even been before them. I'm not entirely sure. I think maybe the first of the Heroes games came out before Age of Wonders, but there is no way to be sure. Can we heal you? We can, and we will. Now, my next question is, can we heal this guy? We absolutely can. I love everything about that. Auto cannons, go! We missed, because of course we did. Why wouldn't we miss?
Payback.
Got him. Here and rat tat bang. Yeah. Step up and be like, going down. What's up? Oh, I should have shot with him. Oh, I still can't, man. That's not in range, really? Really? I feel like that's in range. No? Oh, it is. I didn't have the thing selected. I'm like, I feel like I should be able to shoot like one or two more than that, and I absolutely could, so. No, it's all good. We're fine. I guess that's the end of the turn? Come on. Come chain lightning me. Oh, you stunned my guy. And almost murdered it. Man, they really don't do well against arc damage. Like, it really hurts them. So lightnings are bad.
Enemy destroyed.
Alright, enemy destroyed. We are going to utilize the breach protection protocol, because of course we are. Heal up our heroine, our hero. We've already healed you. Can't really do much with you anyway. Scoot up, rat tat bang. And you know what? I want him to get the kill, but I can't. And I don't know why. When did I use him? What did I use him? Oh, he got stunned. Never mind. Never mind. Alright. Whatever.
Enemy killed.
There it is. It's getting late.
Our forces
I
are
had no Overwatch
victorious.
mechanic. That's true. You move them for the whole distance. You can't turn them, so they would not be flanked like an Age. Click drag. Oh. Interesting. I didn't actually know you could do the... I think I did. Actually, I did know the right-click drag. I actually forgot, though. It's been... I said, I tend to come back to it every so often, and I have been playing it a lot, but I haven't even been in a situation where I've needed to right-click drag. Oh, good. We're going to get to fight one of those giant lava monsters. That should be fun. At least it's all lava crabs, and we're not going to have to deal with any of the lightning arc dudes that are going to just make us super incredibly sad with our lives and things. We'll probably be fine. Okay. The borders. Sure, that sounds fantastic. It doesn't actually. It sounds terrible.
Experience perfect illusions free of nagging spouses and carnal limitations. Virtual entertainment will fit whatever twisted whims our citizens can conjure. But who am I to judge if it keeps the colonists amenable to their civic duties? Panis Bardum, Vardis III Colony Nuptial Broker.
A colony nuptial broker. Wow. That's rough. That speaks to the state of our people right now. That's rough stuff. Transit infrastructure in the colony will reduce travel time with... Ooh. I'm gonna go with that. That sounds fantastic. Please, yes, do that. Do that thing. Alright, what's next? Message from the faction. You guys are very needy, and you're getting on my nerves. Please stop asking me to do things for you. I do not like you that much. Fine, go off over here. You go off over here. Get. And then, I don't know. I don't know what to do with you. I was going to explore north, I think. What just happened? Okay, I don't know what just happened. Fine.
Incoming communication.
Aw, yeah, I'm pretty amazing. I know. Bow down and worship me, for I am man, the pointy tip of the
Incoming
food
communication.
chain. We're going to continue to do stuff. We need to negotiate. So we have open borders, and we're going to have to, declare a defensive pact. I think that's fine. Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah. Ooh, I'm now honorable. Yeah, I am. Excuse me.
Happiness event in colony.
Cool, production. Yay. What are you producing? Stuff. Good.
Production ready.
I suppose I can do something with you. The field hospital and the virtual entertainment plaza. Oh, because they need more happiness. They're not happy enough. I do like this, though. Okay, what else we got? Don't care about that one.
Production
And
ready.
you're already gone, and it's fine. Switch over to you. It's down here. I guess I'll head east, maybe? Don't really have a plan here. You know what? I should have done this. I'm going to split him off and have him go the other way. We will cover the map. We will see all that horrible, awful badness that's going to kill us. And what they're going to do to us. I'm not going to be great. Don't want that fight. However, what I do want is you to move here and prospect. Yeah. Do I have open borders with anyone? Not with you. What about you? I do with you. Alright, cool. Ooh, we have a teleporter. Where does that show us? Ooh, might be going in there. We'll see. Master of Orion. Yes, I have those games. The first two, I think? Maybe? And, man, they're pretty old. You can definitely tell they're old ones. Let's take it easy, Jung. Sorry, I haven't looked in a few minutes there. That is Tactical Battles. You do not remember. Yeah, that was a real long time ago. I didn't get that till recently. I found that like much later, like a few years ago. I was like, oh, and they were releasing either, I think it was a new Master of Orion, and they never got back to me. If I send a request in and it's like, well, your channel's too small, you're not a big enough streamer, we ran out of codes, we're not sending out codes, whatever the case is, just tell me that. It's fine. Sure, it's gonna suck a little bit, but it's fine. I'd rather that than just have nothing come back, like be met with silence. But I imagine most people probably aren't like me, and they're like, oh, how dare you insult the size of my stream? Look, I know how big I am and what's going on. I'm well aware of it. And you saying, if you were a little bit bigger, we'd be willing to work with you. Whatever the case is, that's fine. I'm also at the point now where I feel my size, and even people smaller than my size, there's a pretty good chance that at least one or two other people are going to go and get the game due to my coverage of the game. And therefore, they're already recouping back that one code that they sent out for free, essentially, to promote their game. Plus, they had eyes on stuff. Maybe people will get it down the road. But either way, like, it's at the point now where anytime I get turned down, I scratch my head a little bit. Like, it doesn't make sense to me why they would do that at this point, because, like, there's no downside to it, right? It's not like I have 5 subscribers or I get like 100 views a month. I'm at the point where I get, a fair amount of views. I have quite a few subscribers, and I cover a lot of games. A lot of people come to my channel to look at these random new games that they have never heard of before. And I'm hoping and assuming, and some people have told me that they do, that people pick them up, and they're grateful that I do this. So, like I said, it never makes any sense to me. But at the same time, I'm not to the point where I'm arrogant, like, oh, you should throw and shower me with codes and I should be able to play and get any game I want. Like, I understand there's going to be much bigger AAA titles that they're going to be like, why would we give it to somebody who has 12,000 subscribers versus us being able to give it to somebody with 500,000? Like, it makes sense, right? It does. The new one did come out silently. I heard it didn't do so well, and I don't know why. Like, I have, I think, Master of Orion 1 and 2. I might even have the third one, so those are all the older games. And people didn't like the third one for whatever reason, because I remember reading about it. And then the new one came out, and it wasn't met with a lot of fanfare, and I don't know why. I didn't realize it came out because you never heard of it again. Yeah. I don't know if they did something wrong, if they weren't true to their traditional thing. If it was different developers, I'm not even sure. Alright, so let's see how this giant monstrosity of doom and gloom comes to murder us here. Okay, well, we've healed up, so that's good. One benefit to being so slow when we move. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna Overwatch again. And I think we're just gonna plop up here and hopefully we can tank it. We should be able to. We do have healing that can be done too. Oh, this guy isn't fully healed. Alright. Okay, let's see what happens here. It was new developers, okay, and it was a group that did the World of Tanks stuff. Oh, okay. They bought the rights to Moo because they were massive fans of it. That's what you heard. So when you heard that, you were hyped. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Like I said, I remember also hearing a lot about it and seeing it, and I was like, ooh, this is going to be a great time to jump in and kind of experience that for the first time, even though I had the older games, just hadn't really gotten to play it. Oh, we're on burning ground. That seems bad. And then, like I said, I never heard back, and then it just didn't seem to do well. I'd be curious to check right now if someone's got the time and they're bored and they want to, how well it did with like Steam reviews. Now I realize that is not the end-all be-all or the most important thing. Also, I want to point out this, and I'm sure this is the same in Age of Wonders 3, but it's very annoying that that's still going. That these different tiers are just basically improving my... Well, let's hold control for more info. It's basically just improving my chance to hit, not necessarily my damage. And I think my chance to hit... I don't know how it works exactly, but it will also improve my damage a little bit. Or at least it's supposed to. It didn't, actually. Because I know in Age of Wonders you get to a certain point and your chance to hit goes up and the damage you do goes up too. Or maybe there was no chance to hit. I don't remember. I think there was no chance to hit. It was just damage. This is more about the chance to hit, and I think there's something also about the grazed mechanic that comes into play here. This dude's got some heavy lifting to do, and I'm not sure he can do it all. Oh, at least we staggered him a little bit.
Payback.
Barely got through that. That's rough stuff. Alright, big ol' hit. Didn't do much, sadly. We're a little bit on fire. I kind of don't want to stand in it. So I'm going to move. Rotary cannon you down. Kind of need to move forward. I guess I'll step here and take some pot shots at the boss. Sure. And you, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with you yet. I can stick you over here. Does anybody need some immediate love? A little bit over here. We'll go for it. Let's go and give you this. Oh, I left click instead of right clicked. And then I hit end turn instead of the... Yep. Mistakes were made. It's okay. Oh, man. Greener the marker. Yeah. The colors were based off of how much damage you would do. Higher accuracy rating, the greener the marker, the higher your chance to actually do damage. At 95%, your accuracy will most definitely do damage, with 95% being full hit, 5% being grazed. Oh, maybe that's what it is here. It's just less described. There's more chances to miss here, too, it seems. Man, they just filled this entire area up with fire. I don't like that at all.
Enemy annihilated.
He did. Can I walk through this? Kind of have to go like all the way around, but I'm just gonna shoot him. Not sure why our chance to hit him is so low here. Oh, because he's looking at us. Alright, hold on. We can fix that, I think. We graze. Oh, he's not gonna turn. Usually they turn when they get smacked in the butt. We're not going to mess this up this time, so we're going to hope that he's tanky enough to deal with whatever these guys throw our way. Alright, big man down. I like it. I like it a lot. Boom. And you're able to maneuver. I like that. Boom. Very nice. And then you, I don't I don't know what I'm going to do with you. I'm going to put you back here, I guess. Alright, ending the turn. Yeah, so what you understand, you have not played the new one yourself. Alright, I'll read this here in a second. Oh good, I guess we staggered him enough that that didn't go horribly wrong for us. I don't know that I can necessarily heal. No, I can't. Boom! Yeah, first try. Not really. Not really our first try. Can you make it over here and a way to actually heal? Not unless I move closer. Heh, heh, heh. Still not enough. All right, even closer. Yeah, look at that. Flawless victory. All right, cool. So that worked out. We can kill him off.
Enemy down.
No big deal. I'll get a single shot, maybe. Flank here. Bloop. So they did turn. Who do we have left? You? Oh yeah, you got this. I believe in you, man. I believe in the you that's gonna win this fight. Alright, so by the way you understand you not play the new one yourself, it was too much of a clone. Oh, so it's basically just a remodel or a remake of the game. That come from Move background could enjoy it as they would enjoy a Move 2, but anyone who loved the old ones as a part of their target demographic did not really find anything new that would make it better or innovative, other than the graphics, I guess. For the things that they've been playing for years and years and had a nostalgic fondness. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, oh, got another one of those. I already have that though. I get another one of these little dudes.
Objective completed.
I will take these rewards though. Okay, so you're done, right? You get all 4 of your districts. Yeah, 4 sectors, I should say. You get 2 of 3 going, and you can get a total of 4. So I have to snag up another one. I don't know which one I want to go for. Maybe this? Maybe the Mosquito Marsh, which seems to be pretty useless. All told. I think it's going to be this one, and we're going to fix this. So I'm going to go and start taking care of that. Yeah, we got it. Yes, tank!
All Devar vehicles would be some form of tank. Schooled Orvik, arms smuggler.
Alright, so we got ourselves a tank. I am pretty excited by that. I think I'm going to go down the firearms one just to get some of these things. I feel like we're suffering a little bit because we don't have it. Also, it's going to be a super quick research, so if we can get that done, fantastic. Mikhail Gorodin is ready to upgrade again. Ooh, shield modulator. What does that do? Oh, that's far less impressive than it sounds. +1. What is that? Do we know what that is? That weird... There it is. Reduce incoming damage dealt to the unit. Melee attacks ignore all shields. But ranged attacks... Okay. I get behind that. That's cool. Still can't punch stuff, so not really useful. Siege Master gives us bonus to defense when we're behind cover, essentially. It's not a bad thing to take. Energy siphon.
Systems infiltrated.
We have lost a large amount of energy. You son of a... through the use of some sort of energy siphoning device, we have managed to retrieve one of the devices for analysis. I've traced energy transfer... You piece of garbage. To an enemy state. Didn't we just give him open borders?
Operations primed and ready.
Alright, friend. Let me go deploy this now. Do we know where he is? I have no idea where he's at. Let's go ahead and plop this down over here. Cool. Is he over here? I bet he's over here. This is him, right? No, that's our other guy that we're at peace with. Oh, this dude? Well, how is it I'm able to enter this domain? Oh, maybe because it's bordering him and it's not actually him. Alright, I'm going through this. Nope, that's not it either. Well, he's hidden, okay. I can show you again. Siege Master. Let's go down here. I think I can go here. Siege Master. All units in the hero's army gain +2 damage resistance in all channels while in cover. Only functions with the hero's leader. So it sounds cool, and it's, you know, I was expecting maybe like our siege equipment would do more damage, but we don't really have siege equipment. And honestly, the one thing that I enjoyed when it was me defending and hated when I had to actually attack, I really didn't enjoy the siege battles that much. Like, I understood why it was there and it was a necessity, and like, I'm not gonna just be like, oh, it's terrible, I hated it. But it was always rough when you had like a vastly inferior force that you could just crush into the dust, but you had to go through a prolonged siege battle and it just took forever. I hated doing that. That was just, it was a lot of extra effort and work, and I never enjoyed that. Now it looks like there are no fortified things yet. At least it looks that way at this point. You have a few spots where maybe you have some high ground, and a few spots where, you know, obviously you have cover. And as the attacker, they have to come to you so you can set up and prepare with Overwatch and things of that nature. I like that better, but it's still an open map, so if they can find a way in to get to you, you don't have that wall of protection where you're just like 30 times better than you should be. And again, I've been on the other side where my little baby force is able to repel armies I should not have been able to do. So like, it's gone both ways, but I like this method of stuff so much better than the last method. What are your thoughts, guys and gals? Let's see here. If I take the materials worth, well, I mean, we don't have any other choices, so yeah, of course we're going to do that. For movement. Alright, you're going to continue east. And then you're going to go west. Click on you. And you're going to go this way. See, this is all stuff that I should have done early on in the game and I didn't. So, my apologies. So, I am still trespassing. Alright, well, hold on. Well, let's fix that problem then, shall we? We're friends now. I would very much like to have open borders with you, if you would be so kind as to have it with me. Thank you. So now I can get across the map a little bit easier. Okay, cool. I should probably get rid of open borders with this guy. Sure you want to break this treaty? Cancels its effects and causes a relationship penalty. Breaking this treaty will break all other treaties that were made during it. I kind of do. I'm just going to leave it. I got to find them to siphon back stuff. I've built up a lot of stuff there just so I could not have to worry about money anymore, and now it's starting to backfire. And I don't like it, because they started to steal things from me. Okay, well... Man, we're slow. I quite like building your impregnable cities and having the cities be a major difficulty to attack. Yeah, I know a lot of people like that. I don't. I never did. That was one of the things I didn't like. And you could easily... I say easily. You could easily, if you wanted to, have it basically an invincible city, because you could block all but like 1 or 2 paths, and they wouldn't be able to get to you. So they would have to attack with only like 1 or 2, maybe 3 armies at the most, and then you have like 4 or 3 other armies, and so you're basically 4 armies to their 3, and there's no way they're going to beat you. So it's just, I don't know. I like this method way, way better. It seems much more fair in many ways, but at the same time, you can really build up your garrison. You also seem to have like additional things. Ooh, that's what I wanted to do. Ooh, an elite military facility. Done. Immediately going to build that. In fact, I have extra cash. Oh, I don't have that much extra cash. It's going to build it immediately. It's just going to be harder to get through the number of troops, but if you come with a big enough army, you're going to probably be able to do it without as much of a struggle. Regeneration spores. Oh, cool. So we're integrated with these guys now.
Incoming communication.
Improving relations with the locals, sustaining this relation. Can you trust them? I can. They have not steered me wrong yet. They've annoyed me a lot. They've definitely annoyed me a lot, but they have not steered me wrong to this date. And since you're so quick to give me some kind words there and making sure I'm okay. Oh god. Controls 50% of all sectors again. Which they subsequently hold until a countdown completes. Is that the number? Is there a countdown?
Happiness event in colony.
Yay! Happiness.
Production ready.
Okay, so you did that. That's cool. Okay. We got people all over the map now, so now it's getting slightly confusing. Oh, I can energy siphon. I wonder how this works. I'll have to try it next turn. I wonder if you just get to choose whom you siphon from or what. It goes back to the whole Civ 4 versus Civ 5. The Death Ball army where it's just one giant stack, like the Death Stack I guess it was. Where you can have like 8 million units in one army. And then you would just go, oh, let's attack. And then it would spend 20 minutes doing the attacks back and forth. I hated that. I thought that was the dumbest thing I'd ever seen in my entire life. And then, boom, Civ 5 comes out, and then they kind of have hex-based stuff where you have to move around the map and attack, and you have to be adjacent for melee guys, and you can have artillery a little bit further back, and then archers a little bit closer than that. Like, to me, that made the game a million times better. I like Civ 5 better than the first 4. A lot of people say Civ 4 was the best. I think they're insane. But it's that kind of that same mentality. It's like the death stack. It's just I don't like things like that. I prefer there to be some tactical nuances as opposed to a massive tactical advantage or disadvantage. Hey Bruno, what's going on? I am doing okay. Yep, this game releases on August 6th, I believe it is, and I highly recommend it if you are a fan of 4X games or really any awesome games in general. It's just such a good thing. Oh, I can totally just do it this way. I don't have to find them. Nice. Where are you at, you pile of garbage? There you are. Well, probably not going to succeed, but we're going to give it a shot. Oh, successful and not detected. RNG loves me right now. Wonder how much I got. Agent successfully infiltrated the enemy facilities and have installed the energy siphons in a few turns. The sequence will be complete and the energy stolen will be transmitted to us. Oh, okay. So basically they did the same thing. Alright. Good.
Though primitive, blades have always been lethal, especially striking a foe flying at supersonic speed. Orindra Reaver, Syndicate Assassin.
That's okay. You can suck at this game and still have a blast. It's a lot of fun. The storyline, I can't speak to the storyline yet. But if it's anything like Age of Wonders 3, which was fantastic, I think all of the Age of Wonders games had really decent storylines. It's going to be a blast to play through. And I'm not sure, is there a difficulty setting in Age of Wonders 3? to like make it easier to play through the storyline? I'm not sure. See, here we go. Ferris Animus. Civ 4 was peak in Civ and evolutionary line from Civ 1 to 4. 5 tried to reinvent the concept and did a decent job at it. See, I disagree. I mean, it did well. It did improve upon all the previous Civs, but 5 just changed the game and made it so much better for me. So I felt like 4 was good for what it was, but I just didn't like the whole style of it. Like, I have been playing games like this my entire life, and I think 4, I played a little bit of 3 and a little bit of 2, like very little 2, a little bit more of 3, and I played a decent amount of 4, and that was always the thing that I didn't like. The combat in that game was just super unsatisfying, and I didn't like it. Because, again, I played games like this where you had the tactical advantage, and it's just... When Civ 5 moved to that structure, that template, whatever you want to call it, to me it just made the game so much more enjoyable. I guess I'm going to keep doing this. Because, again, I'm super far behind on several things. Ooh, explosive payloads, too. Interesting. So we're going to try to increase our people a little bit here. Oh, what's going on? You sent me a message.
Incoming communication.
The statue of your empire, my mirage, but don't forget what's really important. Oh, I know what's really important. You stealing money from me, man. Boring but easy to manage, whereas the one UPT of Civ 5 and 6 is deeper. It does need a lot more management. It used military as a result of the economy and a little more. That's fair. I know it was met with a lot of hate at the beginning, and then people eventually started to like it more, so it's just good that it didn't like destroy the franchise. See, that's always a worry when they decide to go in a different direction. Whether it's better or worse, there's always going to be people who disregard the game just changing in general. Whether it's better, worse, or, again, arguably, right? Like, people are still going to like the old way better, and they do. There's still people who are like, oh, Civ 5 and 6 are garbage. I haven't played 6. I have it. I haven't played it yet. But Civ is one of those games that I can't play more than, like, maybe once or twice a year. I don't know why, but they really bore me, which I know is terrible considering I'm playing a 4X game right now. But Age of Wonders doesn't do that to me, and I don't know what the major difference is. But it holds my attention, and I really enjoy playing these. Whereas Civilization, I just get bored really quick. Maybe it's to do with the storyline, maybe it's to do with the even better combat system that this game has. Characters, it's not, hey, we start with clubs and now we have nukes, like that progression. I think maybe the fact that you have to progress through all that, I don't like as much. The fact that we have a research tree like we do here, I'm not in love with it, but I'm curious to see how well it works. Because before it was basically, for the most part, it was a building tier upgrade that you had to do. You build certain buildings and it unlocked additional buildings, and that was the way to do it. This now has the research, which unlocks additional units, additional buildings, and things of that nature. So it seems like you're able to spend more time producing units, which I think is good. So, like I said, I'm kind of reserving judgment on this new research tree overall, but I don't know. And I know there were like the specialty units, like I'm trying to remember any of them right now, like the monster hunters and stuff like that you could get. And eventually you can get like spells where you can summon gargantuan animals and eldritch animals and all that stuff. Like that was still in the research tree, but different. Alright, I should be able to... Yeah. I'm gonna fix this instability. I should have probably claimed this first, but it's fine. We'll fix the instability first. Does he have to stay there to do it? He does, okay. Modern tier Civ is so boring. Get a blast of Civ 6. Love it if you have the expansions. I don't think I have the expansions right. I can't remember. I might. I don't remember if I do. I think I have everything but maybe the latest one. And it's because I didn't actually go to my own... Alright, so I didn't know if I was allowed to use my own link for chrono.gg, where you can get, like, it does the daily deals, where you get, they focus on one game each day, and you get it really cheap. Like, one of the best deals you're going to get in sales and everything else. Like it's up there with the best deals you're gonna find year round, until like maybe there's a major price drop at the end of the year, but you got it at the beginning. You know what I mean? So it's like one of the best deals you're gonna find on any specific game, and they do one game a day and they focus on that and they do the good deal. Well, at one point there was Civ 6 Gold Edition with the included like the latest expansion, and it was like $20 or $30. I was like, holy crap, I want to get that. But I didn't know if I could use my own link, because I have a link that I get like a small percentage for advertising and showing it and all this other stuff, people signing up through there. So I was like, can I use my own link? I don't know. And I didn't get a chance to ask in time, and I'm like, crap, I didn't do it in time and I missed out on it. So I got one in the sale later, but I don't think it had the last expansion included, so that made me a bit bummed out and sad. No, I don't want a hostile action. I'm just moving around, man. What is this? Oh, that's a forward base? Is that what it said? Interesting. Are quite, yeah, they are very different from 1 through 4. I agree. So you don't care for the modern Civ games, CD Scar? Like I said, I enjoy them, but it's just like kind of games like Diablo. I really enjoy playing them for a while, and then I get bored with them. I don't know why it is, but I do. I just get bored with them pretty quickly, and it bothers me, because I enjoy playing them when I'm playing them, and then, like I said, something happens, and boop, and I'm super bored with them, and I don't want to play it anymore. So it's like, oh, why? Why did this happen? No. Alright, let's go ahead and do... Is this, like, free to take? I think so. Alright, I'm going to try to murder this thing. I think everybody's mostly healed up. Mostly healed up. Oh, we're going to do the old trick that we used to do in Age of Wonders 3. And that's use any of your faster units to move that extra spot, just to make sure you can engage everybody in combat. It's good stuff all around. Alright, so basically the exact same fight we had last time, only there's a giant thing right there that is now terrifying me, and I'm scared, and I hope I have no flying units. I don't think I have any flying units. So I remember that saying something like it was anti-air. I hope that's just aesthetically there, and that's not going to shoot at me. Oh, there's something over here. What is this? Aerial denial system. Every turn a missile will target a random flying unit, dealing 10 kinetic damage and applying the turbulence debuff for 2 turns. Oh, it is not just there for show. Alright, I have no flying units, right? No. Okay, I'm good. It doesn't really affect me in any way, shape, or form. Oh, look at this place. It's kind of walled in. That's interesting. Hey, Pikachu Song 989, welcome to the stream. I think past muskets is boring. Now, again, I know people that love all the Civ games. My buddy Mutanat, I've spoken of a few times. He will play hundreds upon hundreds of hours. He'll play Civ every day for months, and I don't know how he does it. Just like I don't know how like live streamers play games like Fortnite for months and months at a time. I think it's insane, because the games like that, they might be fun. I've never actually played it, but just from what I know of the game and how the game works and everything else, like it might be fun to play every once in a while, but I can't fathom playing a game like that for like hours and hours every day, and every day of the week for months at a time. It's just that hurts my brain to think about, because it does not sound fun. Actually did not want to move him there, but that's fine now that I've done so. Hoping that moving here puts us out of their like line of sight, but I'm doubting that that's the thing that's going to happen here. Alright, so we're going to do that. Can you control the animation speed on this game? Yes, you can. So if you, with your own characters, if you right-click again after you issue an order, it speeds it up. And on the enemy turn, there's a little thing at the bottom. You can click it to go 2x, 3x, or 1x. I'm hoping that they add an option that you can default, or you can set that at a default speed. So what I'd like is you can go into the options, go to like combat, and it would say enemy AI turn timer or something like that. Or, not turn timer, that's not the right thing. Turn speed. And it could be 1x, 2x, 3x. Or normal, fast, very fast, something like that. And you can select that, and that would be the default. And if you want to slow it down, then you can slow it down. Like, I hate having to do it every single time. It's one extra click, I know, it's not that big of an issue, but I do hate having to do it every single time. It drives me slightly insane. Yeah, I suppose we'll trench down here. I will shoot you right there. Alright, so let's end the turn. So massive advantage the latest lack the fall from heaven 2 mod. Yeah, see, you lose me anytime, and again, I apologize, and this is for me only, so again, it's not an indictment of you or saying that you're garbage or anything, so don't read into this as a personal attack, but any game that requires mods to play or enjoy at a higher level, I think has already failed for me. Like, the developers should be able to do that. Now, I love the fact that modding is available and that people can do it, and if you want to try out stuff and it lets your games live on, that's cool, but to say that a mod is what made a game, to me, means that the game itself wasn't very good to begin with. Now, you know, this game was great. Oh, and I remember that mod that I played. It's really cool, like Long War for XCOM. I hated Long War by the end of it, but it was a really cool addition to the game. But the game itself, I already loved at the beginning. So, again, I apologize. I'm not trying to say, you know, that Civ 4 was terrible, but like that kind of thought process for me is just it makes me cringe a little bit, because people say that, oh, like or people will even do like a first Let's Play. They won't even see how the game originally or initially acts. They have to add mods to the game to make it even playable for their first time playing through. And to me, that's again another failure of the developer if the game is that broken or that bad. I'm not saying it's Civ, but we'll just say I know Kernel RPG modded, what was it, Kingdom Deliverance or something like that. I think something along those lines, because there was no, like, the way the save features worked or whatever. And to me, that's a feature of the game that should have been played, at least your first time through, that way. And he immediately modded the game to his own liking to bypass that, to change things. And I feel like if you have to do that with a game, at least the first time through, there's something inherently wrong with the game. But again, these are my very specific and very possibly wrong opinions of things. So I wouldn't read too much into it. These are just my thoughts. Like, there's a lot of cool little mods that you can add to Age of Wonders 3. They add like a variety to your units and all sorts of extra things like that too. And that's cool. But at the same time, the first time I played through, I didn't want to include all those mods. I just wanted to play the game the way it was designed to be played. I always like to see the developer's opinion and like their vision for their own games. Oh, that actually all hit. That's impressive. Alright, you're outside of the fire range. Should be able to kill these guys.
Enemy destroyed.
Did. We'll move here. Oh, is that still burning ground? Oh, really? That little... Okay. I suppose it's there. I see it. And there was a little hex. I shouldn't have stepped on it. Oh, my bad. I don't know how bad he hurts. I probably shouldn't be moving up like I am, but... Eh. You only live 357,000 times, right? Let's do it. That's not the point you made. Oh, I know. I know it's not the point. It's good because of the mod, but it was an awesome extra game. I understand. Mods in 4X is the mod must augment but never override the base game. Yeah, see, and that's another thing. Like, I don't mind like a reskinning mod. Like, that was one of the ones I mentioned, right? Like, if there was stuff that made, like maybe your soldiers, they all look the same, right? Like, these guys all look, I can't get any closer than that, maybe here. These guys all look the same. Maybe each squad would have like a slightly different color tunic or something on, right? Like, or they just look a little bit different amongst each other. Like, I don't mind stuff like that, but yeah, when it changes the core mechanic of the game, I get a little confused, or I get a little bit and I don't like using it. However, I'm also going to agree with you, Ferris, that there's apparently a mod for not Age of Wonders, Heroes of Might and Magic 3 that's supposed to be a really, really good extra campaign and stuff that adds to the game. I think it's called Horn of the Abyss, and a lot of people swear it's like the best part of the game. Like, it added so much, it's really, really good. I have to check it out. So that's one that I am absolutely going to check out, but like I was saying, like you said, like, I still enjoyed 4, I just liked 5 more, and people are going to love 4 more. Just like people really liked HOM 3, and they didn't like HOM 5. I like all the HOMs. I think they're all great. I feel like 5, 6, and 7, for the most part, are better than 3. There's parts of, like, if 7 didn't have all the bugs and errors, 7 would be by far my favorite. But with all the bugs and errors, I put it just behind 3. And 6, I don't know how to grade it. It's different. It feels like HOM, but it doesn't quite. There's something about 6 that's very strange. And again, it's just behind 3. Like, they're all minor. Like, we're looking at, like, say 5 was a 10, because 5 is my favorite. So 5 is a 10 out of 10. That would put 3 at like a 9.7 out of 10, 7 at like a 9.6 out of 10, 6 at like a 9.5 out of 10. Like, they're all real close. And then 1 is like a 2 out of 10 because 1 is terrible. Sorry, I have played 1. I've beaten 1. It's rough. But again, it's the start of everything, right? You can't give it too much. Oh my god, what is that? A shredder bomb. Oh. Alright, so who do I need to heal? I don't think I need to heal anyone right now, but I'm going to heal this guy. And I hit the wrong button again. And I didn't click end turn this time. Everybody be proud of me. Clap, come on. Give me a golf clap. Now, that's the other one. First glance, because that's all I did with HOM 4. I played it real briefly, and I didn't give it much of a chance. Okay, so I should not have gone within melee range of this guy. Alright, good to know. I didn't give it a real chance. It would be down like a 2 or a 3. But that's just it. I didn't really give it a fair shake. I started it up and I looked, I'm like, this looks so different. It's ugly. I still think it's going to be ugly even when I play it again. Didn't like the color schemes. Everything was, it just seemed very like loud, but visually, I don't know what to call that. It's just like, kind of like in your face. There was a lot going on. It didn't have the same appeal that 3 had or the nice look that 5 had. It was just something about it just immediately turned me off on it. And then going into combat and having that pseudo 3D thing, I immediately was like, oh, this is garbage, and I didn't try it. So first impression, very little bit of time that I've tried playing it, I didn't like it at all. It's down like a 2 or a 3. But everybody said that the storyline, and once you get used to the game, it's actually a really, really good game. So I'm reserving full judgment on the game until later, because I think it's probably going to be really good. Alright, can you kill this guy? Yes, you can. Alright, we're going to go here. We're going to repair you. What are we doing now? You are up there and you are getting slapped around, and it is not nice. Try to make HOM that not what makes HOM HOM. It could be, because like I said, like HOM 6, I really like it, but it just doesn't feel like it belongs in the HOM universe completely. All the stuff is there, the units are there, but something just feels a bit off, and I don't know what it is with 6. I'm specifically with 6, and I would assume, like what you're saying, HOM 4 is probably very much the same way. I feel like I missed something that somebody said. I saw somebody said something, and I completely missed what it was. Sorry, guys, I'm going to scroll back up here. Predictable City, Civ 4. Do you know the YouTuber named Avak? I've heard of him, but no, I've never actually watched them. I don't generally have time to watch most other YouTubers, which is terrible to say, and I do feel bad. I don't generally have the time. I'm going to smack you with my shield. I feel like this is going badly. Did he just counterattack me? I think he did. feel like this is going quite horribly. I definitely don't want to grenade anyone there. Go ahead and throw a heal onto you. I need to get you guys into a position where you can actually shoot him a little bit better. I gotta step on burning ground, do I? Well, you know what? We're just gonna walk through it. Whatever. It is what it is. See, that's how fast we normally move. Well, this guy's gonna go down the next turn. I don't think he'll die. It should be fine. Yep. If you haven't played 4 and were underfunded, I don't know, man. 7 was exceptional. It really was. It was so good. It just had too many problems. Too many bugs. And to me, that's really what kind of ruined that one. And even the base game itself didn't have that many bugs. It was really the second DLC was a hot mess. It was not enjoyable. This guy's proving to be a lot more difficult than the last one of these that we fought. Yeah, go ahead and hit me. I don't care. Alright. Oh no. That also screwed up my attack. Okay. Well, I apparently do care. Surprise! Well, that hand mortar did not do a whole lot. Okay, well, I guess we're out. Oh no, I was gonna do something cool and now I can't do it. Dang. Alright, well. That sucks. You guys are so loud. He's got, oh wait, oh, he's got like 1 hit point left. If we can land this attack. Watch, it won't be enough to kill him. We got 2 hit points left. I knew we weren't going to hit it. I knew for a fact we were going to miss. There's no way RNG is that nice to me that many times. Alright, we might just lose someone here. Because he's going to come up and he's going to kill my foreman, and I'm going to be very sad. This is garbage. It shouldn't have happened this way. Oops. Oh, and he healed. Okay. Also did a lot of other people, though. Oh, wait. Okay, well, he screwed up, unless they burned to death, which they shouldn't do. I'm so confused right. Oh, there we go. Alright, never mind. Everything's fine. Everything is awesome. We got this.
Enemy eliminated.
No one died. Everybody almost died. Man, that guy was so much
Our
worse.
forces are
The high ground really
victorious.
hurts you. We learned nothing from Anakin. Nothing from Obi-Wan. Alright, so our slow dude is a little bit higher level now. That's good. I needed more money and at least 1 more year for development. It is hard to say from the outside. I feel like I said, I think 7 was okay. Like, it was really good. Like, I liked almost every idea that they went with. Gameplay felt good. Each campaign felt unique. So they nailed that, and that's a lot of the older games felt like they were very samey, and that was one of my issues with it. Like, each race was different, each faction had their own different units, but they all still played basically the same. There were a few things where maybe there was a little bit less range or so on and so forth. I felt in 7 that it was the most unique campaign that I had played. Like, each one felt completely different than the others. So from that standpoint, I think they did an exceptional job. Again, it just really comes back down to how many bugs there were to me. But yeah, if they did that and they were given a bit more maybe to continue putting out content, because they even brought writers in from and used stories from HOM 4, which apparently has some of the best writing in the game, apparently. According to what a lot of people have said. Or in the franchise, not in the game. The franchise in and of itself. What am I doing over here with this guy? Just exploring. Just going across the lands. Alright. Are you able to move? No, you're still fixing the geothermal. Why would your orders be required? Aren't you good? Do I need to really... Okay. Not sure what that's about. Alright, where do I want to go from here? I can meet you, or I can go this way. I think I'm going to go maybe like northeast, go in this general direction. I think I'm going to start going a little bit. I want to see what this is. Okay. And then I want to go this way. Alright. Bruno, welcome back. Can we see that thing's stats? Or are we legally binded to no? The big rock guy? I think we looked earlier. Sorry, I didn't notice you asked. We looked earlier at what the magma monster thing could do. And I did check the stats. It wasn't as cool as the horrible what was it? The Tyrannosaurus with laser riding Amazon that we fought earlier that almost destroyed our entire group. That was bad. Use 5 different covert operations. Heh. Well.
Empire task completed.
Yay! We're not the first, are we? No, we're definitely not. Alright, we can end the turn, though. Nice bugs and really straight up not working. The big problem I had... Yeah, I had saves corrupting. The cloud saves wouldn't work right. I had some cloud issues with HOM 7, and I couldn't get myself into the final scenario. It wouldn't let me do it. So I actually had to use cheats to get into it. So yes, that was one of the big main problems that I faced, but no one else seemed to have that problem. But I heard other people had a lot of issues with it. And then something else was wrong. I don't remember what it was. I had to cheat somehow, like... I don't remember if it was I didn't have all the stuff I was supposed to have or something didn't carry over, but I had to basically double my army to go through the first part of the last campaign mission in the main story because it wouldn't let me do it. Something was missing. I don't remember what it was. So I went with double the army just to start off. I basically just doubled what I had, and I went through it because I couldn't do it for whatever the reason was. And then after that it was easy, and then I didn't cheat after that point, but yeah, I had to cheat to basically finish the game just because I couldn't progress through the campaign because it wasn't saving and allowing me to unlock the stuff. A call to war against... Oh, no. I am fighting a war against Mephiles, I can never say his name, and am in need of your assistance, ally. I trust that our relationship is such that you will provide the help that I need. Uh-huh. Yeah, no, I'll decide in a couple turns. Well, Leffy Beffy is right here next to me, so that's slightly horrifying. Who are the Spacers faction? Who are you guys? So you want to join our guild? Show us that you are serious about the raiding. Our boys will be spectating, so put on a show. Want me to do what now? Who are you? Oh, just randomly right here. Well, I can't really raid whatever that is, but I mean, I'll accept it, I guess. What do you need me to do? Yeah, that's not gonna... Nope, that's not gonna happen. Nope. Probably not going to happen. I'm going to say there's a better than not chance that I am going to be incapable of doing that. It has 6 playable factions. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so... I disagree, the elusive one. 6 and 7 are both really good, but 6 just feels wrong, and 7 was fantastic. Again, without the bugs, I would say by far the best in the series. But I really liked 5 too, so... 3... 3's close second, I guess, only because of the bugs. You have a valid reason to believe that they put in a unit that is effectively a dire penguin for... Oh, sweet! Yes, I remember the dire penguins. Alright, so what have we done?
Production ready.
Ah, cool, that's done. That took a long time, I feel like. We should probably finish this. What am I doing up in my main city? Finishing that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to throw those into the mix, because they always want things.
Operations available for priming.
Yeah, no problem. The dire penguin as well. Cool. Age of Wonders has a penguin. Wouldn't be a horror game without it. Hey, penguins are awesome. Whoa, what's going on over here? What the world is that? Terratech Industries, the bioengineering Amazons have the ability to alter life and survive harsh circumstances. Their fearsome troops have Spartan discipline and are experts in guerrilla tactics. Their arsenal includes genetically engineered beasts that the Amazons ride into battle. Oh, it's overflowing a little bit there. It's okay. Tangling overgrowth. Contact leader. Why do I want to do this? Open the diplomacy panel for this leader. What's going on? Oh, this guy. Yeah, you. Alright, do we have open borders still? Yeah, I didn't get rid of those. Well, I kind of finally found him. Alright, let's go and, let's go in here. We can actually enter this? Wait, how banged up are we? Maybe we'll heal first, and then we'll go there. We need another city, so I'm going to eventually have to plop down another thing. Okay, that's fine. Maybe that's a friendly void portal. Where do you rank for? I haven't... Alright, again, first impressions on 4. I played it and hated it, and I only gave it a few minutes of actual playing and trying, so I didn't like it. But I didn't actually play it for real, so I can't say. I just went in and was like, oh god, this is so bad, and then I just never played it. So I'm reserving my full judgment until I actually play it. So those are my thoughts. Like I said, I like 6, but I find the difficulties really all over the place in 6. It's very strange. There's just something about 6 that just doesn't... It's not right, and I'm not sure what that something is. Okay, so you went up this way. Are you like off the map? Oh, no, it's just the way. Okay. We're gonna go this way. I'm finally sending my scouts out that I should have done like so long ago. I should have had this map completely open long before, were we like on turn 70 or something like that? Oops. I should stop doing that. 69. Well, really close to 70. Alright. Alright. What are we doing here? Just more exploring? Where's that quest marker thing? Oh, that's super far away. Ooh, I don't know if we can bring anybody there. Alright, I've lost track of the unit that I was... There we are. Like, I lost track of the unit I was moving. Curses. Series, and it remained your favorite. Well, there you go. See, that's... Hey, Endelar, welcome to the stream. And Mr. Ben, welcome to the stream as well. See, that's one of the advantages to starting with, we'll say, one of the worst games, according to everybody else. And it depends on the reasons that the game is considered the worst. And what it really was is the game looked and felt so different than all the other ones. But from everything that I've read, a lot of innovation for the series came about in number 4. So it's getting past that initial thing. So I think I'm going to rate 4 much higher than I do right now. But I absolutely did not like it when I first tried it, and I didn't give it a chance. So I will say, again, the first game, again, I understand it's their first try, and they were kind of getting the principles and the ideas and stuff down, was terrible. The second game was significantly better, like way better. The first game is just an awful, awful mess. I have some videos of that done, but I want to make sure I can actually beat it, because I did this before, And I made it all the way to the last scenario, and I couldn't finish it, and it drove me nuts, and I was very upset. And then I threw out all the recordings and started over. And I'm probably 3/4 of the way through, but I haven't finished it yet. So once I finish the game, because I have beaten it once, and then I failed the second time, and then I beat it I'm hoping I can beat it the third time. Once I do, I'm just going to upload that whole series over time. Is this almost done? 2 turns remaining. It's difficult. Heroes of Might and Magic 1, if you guys haven't played it, it's rough. It's real rough. But again, it's the start of the series, right? You kind of expect that. Alright, I want to build a tank real bad. But I have so many other things that I have to do. Like finishing the elite military facility first. Oh good, we can annex another territory, which is what I wanted to do, which I'm going to do here. Good. Alright, what's this? Oh. The dwelling of the unstable shantytown. Nice. You think you only played 3? Was 3 on Super Nintendo? I don't... I'm talking about HOM, sorry. Heroes of Might and Magic. Okay, let's catch up here. Penguins, plotting, dedicated to evil, life-stealing, oversized, malicious birds. Yeah, very much nightmare fuel. Question is, can you absorb NPC faction via diplomacy? I can check. Here goes 4, 5, 3. I agree with 5 and 3. And again, 4, it's in its own category. I'm not committing to it being terrible. 6, 2, 7. I don't see how anybody didn't like 7. 7 was so much better than all of the other games. I just wish it was flawless. With again, it's the inability to play the game that I find was the worst. And I'll agree, they made a bad decision. I know a lot of people think, oh, they cheaped out and they went with these still images and blah blah. No, they didn't. They didn't. They put a lot of time, energy, and effort into making those stupid still things. But it was a bad choice. That's what a lot of people were like, oh, this is garbage. Look at this. Alright, how many times have you gone to like a movie or a recap, like a TV show where they show still images and it's like, it like will scroll and then fade in and then fade out and then there's another one? They kind of went with that and they just did a terrible job at it. And it was the wrong choice, but it was a choice. It wasn't like, oh, well, we just ran out of money and we didn't want to do the cinematics. That wasn't the case. That wasn't the case at all. Well, now I gotta choose. Maybe. Oh, I have 1 turn. No, I can choose later. Alright, I'm just gonna ignore it. Are you continuing? Yeah, I am. It's just this weekend, everything has been super busy. I am drowning in trying to get content out in the amount of hours that are in a day. But yes, I do plan to return to it, and I know it's been a few weeks. But I've just been completely overwhelmed with literally everything. I'm also very sad to go back to using the little emulator thing to play it because the sound sounds so bad at times. It makes me very unhappy. That's really cool though. I'm not sure what that does, even though I just read it, but it looks really cool. Okay, let's see here. What did I want to do? I think we were just kind of exploring off into one direction. And we were going to claim some stuff out here, I think. We're going to make like another spot and then, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. That probably makes sense. Who owns this? Oh wow, they've expanded. Oh look, there's another one of those horrible monsters that I love fighting so very much. Let's go play with them some more, shall we? Right here, what should I do? How to help you with the sound? I've tried all the different settings that I can. I played around. I screwed it up. I actually had to like redo stuff a bunch. And there's times where it's a bit better, but it's just the way the emulator works. And I don't really like the idea of using... I think there's a version of the game on your phone. Why can't they just port it to Steam? I guarantee you it would sell very, very easily. It makes no sense to me why they refuse to port Final Fantasy Tactics to the PC and sell it through Steam or Epic Store or whatever they want to sell it through. I will buy it. 100% buy it. There's no question. Other people will. Folks have been asking for that for literally years. There's no way they still have a deal worked out with PlayStation for the rights to that game. Or at least I can't fathom that they would, because usually that only lasts for a short period of time. The exclusivity deal. So, I don't know. It just seems like they don't like money, which we all know can't be true. So, yeah, it's basically a license to print money. Just port it to Steam and GG. I don't know. Makes no sense. Makes no sense to me. I wonder how long before we lose this campaign, because we've been going a while, and we should have lost by now, but we haven't. Are you done yet, or we... No, we got one more turn with you. I wonder who that is. Alright. So you're there. We're going this way. So you're maxed out. What do we got here? Okay, we can finally get our excavator tank. But before we do that, let's mod it up, shall we? Does it have a melee attack? It does. It rams. Okay, well then we're going to buy that. Wait, what was the other choice? We can unequip it. Oh, that's so weird. And then this just gives us the detection ignores 50% of the accuracy penalties from line of sight. Yeah, sure it does. Sure it does, buddy. I feel like that's not true, because I think most of our people have it. Let's see. I feel like a lot of the business and creative talent at Square Enix has been overwritten by the executives there. That's possible. Another major franchise they have. Business in Final Fantasy 14. If you want Dragon Quest 9 to be remastered with online multiplayer, that would be kind of fun. I'm hoping that 7, like if it was game-breaking bugs, then yes, I absolutely can understand why people... Same thing with 6. 6 released apparently really bad for most people. I was very fortunate. I pre-ordered it. Pre-ordered it. It was way before I started working and doing YouTube stuff and whatnot. I absolutely had no issues. I think one time I had a connectivity issue for a little bit with Conflux, which I thought was an interesting idea and also a terrible idea. But I didn't really run into all the issues that everybody else seemed to have. It worked fine for me. It was good. So I didn't have that same bias that a lot of other people had going into number 6 because of all the errors. And with 7, 90 to 95% of the game was fine without any real problems. There was minor bugs here and there, but like nothing game breaking until like the last campaign. And that was something to do with like cloud save files being corrupted and not being able to load in. And then I tried to switch it to local save files and I played through to get to that same point. And then it wouldn't let me turn off the cloud. I don't know. There was a lot of weird stuff with that at the end. So like if all of that's resolved and they fixed all the other errors, the game's probably pretty good. And I will admit that I did not enjoy their expansion, the dwarf expansion thing. I felt like it was just... I didn't care for the faction to begin with, but it didn't appeal to me in general, just that entire group. So the whole thing for me was a bit of a slog. And it's not the expansion's fault, it's just the race they chose. And that was another thing that made a lot of people mad.
Incoming communication.
They didn't have the Inferno group, right? Like, that's one of the long-time groups that have been in the game since, like, day 1 or day 2 or whatever it was. Like, the second game, I think. Maybe in the first. No, it wasn't the first. It was the second game. And it wasn't there, and that just made so many people super angry right at the beginning. Now, I heard a lot of the remastered Final Fantasy games. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. A lot of the Final Fantasy remastered games were done differently. The ones that were ported to Steam. And a lot of people were pretty upset with that. Like, they didn't feel like they were correct. Like, they changed so much about the game that it was, like, meh or bad. I don't know for sure. I have them. I haven't played any of them, which is bad. I tend to collect a lot of stuff that I intend to play, and I don't get around to doing so as often as I would like. Alright. Let's get this thing finished. On the turn. Inferno are space aliens that were introduced in 3 or Might and Magic 6. Oh, was it in 3? I thought it was in 2. That's possible. My knowledge of, or my remembering of 2 is a little bit vague. The thing I remember most about 2 were the pig people. And I think they were only 1 unit, so. We were playing for, so it looks like a fantasy sci-fi version of Civilization. You know, they have a sci-fi version of Civ. I don't remember what it's called. Beyond the Stars or something like that? And I don't know how well that was received, to be 100% honest. Alright, electromagnetic utilization.
I was inspired reading research on a maglev train accident in Star Union Station. The E&M braking failed, launching the train through 3 solid barriers before stopping. Naturally, I thought the same powers could be used in a weapon. Clint Sutton, Vanguard High Energy Operations.
Are overused as a race concept, and then they're rarely used as race concepts like box people or insectoids in fantasy games. I don't think it was necessary. I feel like the one thing that the thing I didn't like about the dwarf class wasn't necessarily that they were dwarves. I'm fine with that. It was that I think they forced you to play more defensive, and I think it was more defensive. They had less ranged units. You had to tank up, and there was a weird magic system with runes and stuff. And it was all interesting. It didn't appeal to me. So I enjoyed the extra content. I'm glad that it was there, and I was hoping for like the next thing. Artillery division. I have been waiting. For artillery. That is really far along. Dear Lord. That is so far along. And a dreadnought, that's a ship, yeah. That's so far along. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, whatever. Alright, let's figure out what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna... Can I decide later? Can I decline? Is it gonna upset people? Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Sorry, Big Daddy. Opinion of the other player has of you drops by 100. Will cause a relationship to revert to a non-aggressive... Okay, you know what? That's fine. But I will pronounce that you are fantastic at your Empire task. Those are hollow words. Those are hollow words. I'm glad that you were fooled by them. No, I'm not going to... No, go away. Stop it. No.
Incoming communication.
Please don't talk to me anymore, guys. Diplomacy is giving me an ulcer.
Communication.
No, I don't care. I'm not working together with you. You stole from me. Oh, good, I can annex another sector. Oh, wait, what? Didn't I already have 5? Or 4? Oh, wait, it keeps going. Crap. Does it go beyond that? Or did I research something that allows me to have more sectors? Oh, well, that's interesting. Well, I want this thing, then. Which one of the 4... There's a few 4X games. I've only dabbled in them. I didn't really play them for very long. Again, time constraints. I played... Not Gladius, which I want to play, by the way. That's one of the ones I didn't get my hands on. Oh, dang it. What are they called? There was 2. Let's see here. I'm going to check Warhammer real quick. I played a little tiny bit of Armageddon, like 2 hours. It was okay. And what's the other one? Sanctus Reach. I played a little bit of that, only about a half hour. They seem cool, and I do want to play more, but I haven't actually got a chance to. Those are the 2 that I've played. Gladius looks amazing. It's actually... It's on sale on the Humble bundle right now. So... If you guys wanted to get it at a decent deal, I think it's pretty good. That's one of the ones I was looking at maybe being able to grab. This game has dwarf. Yes, we have the mechanical dwarves. Again, it's nothing against the dwarven units themselves. It's just the playstyle that they gave to the dwarves. I would have preferred the dwarves to... They could still be tanky, but, you know, run up and just, like, murder people. But you kind of had to wait, and then you had to stand in certain positions, if I'm recalling correctly, to get your rune benefits, and it was weird. It was strange. And the rune the rune magic, it was a unique and interesting idea, and I liked it, but... Oh, that's what I was doing. I was going to attack this thing. I was waiting to heal up, but we're still not healed up yet. So, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to waddle back this way with our guys. And I'm going to actually see, does that have a... Nope, that's just free stuff. I'm going to take it. I'm going to waddle back this way with our guys and heal up maybe within our borders here, and then we'll see where we go from there. Alright. Let's continue our adventure. We're actually about out of time. I was only going to stream for about 2 hours, so I'm going to go a little bit more, maybe another turn or so. But it's nice. It's nice to have discussions about other random things. It's cool. Break. Come on. Click on it. Click on it! There we go. I've missed playing Dota 2 though. I haven't really had time to play that in a long time. And that's probably the game that I played the most. It's one of the games I was actually really good at once upon a time. If not pro level, very close to it. Like maybe like semi-pro level, I might have been able to like enter tournaments and stuff. But again, I never had the time to really do that. Nor did I have people that were good enough to play with. So I used to be really decent at that game. Like real good. Back before they started all the MMR stuff and all that, I was in like the top probably 3.2% or 2.8% or something of players, and well, I'm nowhere near that now, so it would not be as enjoyable. But still, it's enjoyable. Alright, so guess I'll go this way. And that's what sucked up a lot of my... That would be one of those games I would be able to play and not really have to cover, because it's not the same type of game, right? It's one that every time you play it, it's essentially the same type of thing. Different stuff happens. Every game is unique, but it's not really a story-driven game. The goals are always the same. It's the characters change and your teammate and all that. So that was a game, or a type of game that I could play and enjoy while not covering it. Like, whereas now, again, I cover everything that I really play. So, what it is. Diplomacy and 40k. Burn the heretic! That has a lot of fun mechanics. The AI is much better than the average. Gladius plays a little like a turn-based RTS game. Some military guy. Gladius is the one. I'm like very heavily leaning toward actually getting that soon. I've covered a couple of games from Slithering Studios or whatever they're called, and I don't know, like, one of them I covered all the way through. I enjoyed playing it. It was a bit weird. It was a tactical turn-based game. It was, I think it might have just been called Hell or something like that, or I think that might have been it. It was okay. It wasn't great. And then they had another one, and oh god, I don't know if I even know what it's called right now. You might have to give me a minute here. Yeah. Shh. I don't know if it ever came out of early access. It was called... Give me for a moment. Oh man, they have some more games than I thought they did. Anyway, I ended Sovereignty. I did a couple of videos of it, and it was good, but I didn't really get too far into the game. I don't know if I was struggling with it, or again, just other stuff came up, or what. Yeah, it came out actually a couple years ago. Like I said, I really enjoyed it, but I just wasn't very good at it, and it was a really slow-moving game, and I didn't have the time to really commit to learning everything I needed to learn about it. And it wasn't really well received. It's kind of more of a niche game anyway, and since I felt like I kind of failed on that whole Let's Play, I didn't really ever... can annex this for... Yeah, there we go. I didn't really ever contact Slithering Studios again because I felt like I failed them, and I'm like, oh, I hung my head in shame. So I've missed out on quite a few things from them, but they're really cool. Oh, hello, Potato McWhiskey. I like it. Thanks for stopping in and raiding us, or hosting me, I guess. Or hosting me. There we go. I appreciate that. Heretic where? Heretic. I like it. Just heading to bed. Well, I'm going to be stopping soon, so I'm sorry, but I will be streaming again tomorrow. I don't know. Were you streaming this as well? All right, so we're taking that over. I don't have to stay there now either. Yay! I can send you back to your little town. You were indeed. Oh, good. Well, I hope you had some fun. I am going to be losing this at some point soon, I'm sure, because this is going horribly wrong. I took way too much time playing around and learning stuff that This is not going well. I'm just now finishing my scouting at turn 71, which is bad. Good morning, Horash Kenpachi. That is an interesting name, but good, I like it. Morning, is it? Wow, it's 8 o'clock in the evening for me. Are you Australia? Is that where you hail from? Where do you hail from? If you don't mind me asking. Ah, the map is slowly filling out. They actually have a
Objective completed.
pretty large chunk. Good, I finished that in time. Yay, I get more bees that I don't want. Fantastic. Oh, good, you're still calling me to war. No, Darth Vader, I will not go to war with you. Or for you. Stop bugging me. Completing this will damage your relationship with other factions? What? Really? Oh, the spacers get upset. Oh, that's interesting. Now I'm going to decline. Because I've already integrated with you. We are one, plant people. We are one. Ah, from the Netherlands. Oh, I suppose that is technically morning. Fair enough. To me, morning isn't until I go to sleep. So usually morning for me, when I wake up, is like noon, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That's actual morning for me, usually. Alright, I need to heal. And we're so slow. Alright, I'm spitting you out of my army because you are killing my movement. Not that we're going to be moving much quicker anyway. I need to annex this too, so. Stuff and junk. So we'll do a couple more turns and then we'll end it all here. Keep flapping your little wings. There's so many terrible things. What is that? Oh, that looks really not good. It's a bombardin. A bombardin. For decades we lived in hilltop fort safety, protected behind our walls from the giant swamp-dwelling, toxin-belching toads. Those monsters ate and will eat anything given the chance. Then witches came. They preached that men were wicked and women didn't need us. To keep our women safe, we burned the heretics. The hags fled into the low swamps, disappearing among the trees. Nothing survives long there, so we thought them doomed. But the witches enchanted the monsters. They returned riding the giant toads with magic cauldrons on their backs. I feel like that's a canon, but, you know, whatever. They cast their venom over our walls, destroying Hilltop Fort. Well, that seems bad. Look how augmented this dude is. Does that show up on him? It does, doesn't it? Interesting. That's horrifying, by the way. Oh yeah, the unit design is fantastic. It's so good. I like everything about this. There hasn't been a single unit that I haven't been like, oh, that's creepy, or oh, that looks cool. Look at this horrible looking thing. It should be standing up, shouldn't it? Or floating? No. Tormented is different. And the stuff that they say is fantastic too. What is that? An engulfer? I don't know what that is either. I haven't seen that thing yet. Oh, you got like a cool little laser, I don't know, halberd, bardici. Lance, I guess, is what you're calling it. It's fine. Dragon Rider. So an elite Harrier. Cool. Oh, look, he's got like lasers. Good. Because that's what all the dinosaurs need, are lasers. This is the guy I was thinking about, the Transcendent. Some creepy stuff, man. Some creepy things. Alright. Let's confirm movement. Where are we going? Back to town to just sit there and do nothing. I like it. Alright. Orders required. Continue your exploratory measures, friends. We'll go up here to you and your weird dinosaur people. Wow, we have like really bad vision going on here. There's one of those guys that doesn't have the thing on its back, I think. Yeah, see? Oh yeah, so the equipment actually shows up on the character. That's so cool. I love it. The flavor text was great. Yeah, of course. Of course it was. There's been a few funny ones. If you ever see just the flying dragon, the Harrier, you should definitely read that one, because that one's pretty good. A neighbor's calling about, like, his neighbor getting eaten, his family getting eaten, the dog, and then the wife, and then he won't answer the door for his neighbor because he's on the phone with the authorities, and they're like, "Oh no, we can't kill it because it's an endangered species." Well, he's eating my neighbor's wife. Like, don't you think you should do so? It's pretty funny. It is quite enjoyable. Oh, this is How did I end up with you having the trencher? That seems odd. Oh, well, whatever. You're still flapping around or floating around down here. So we take a quick gander at the map. It's not looking good for me. Oh, I still don't have most of the map. I mean, I have this nice little blob here in the middle. It's not too bad. But if you look at the enemy blobs, they're much larger than my blobs by, like, a lot. You can only assume it goes up to here. This one allegedly had like 50% of all available places. The purple dude, I mean, like we're struggling a little bit here, not gonna lie. Orders required. More orders required. Alright. Finish your little venture that way. Ooh, we got this guy. He's one of our rewards. Yay. Meet up with that guy. He needs some love. You can just sit there and wait. What else we got? I guess it's time for the tank. So in our next stream, we will do the tank. Alright, so the stream for tomorrow, if I'm not insane, it'll be about 4 hours before now. It'll go for, I want to say, 2 hours? And hopefully I don't die and my head explode because of reasons. What are we doing here? I think I'm going to improve the military thing, just in case I do start attacking. Yeah, I know I broke my defensive pact. May your people leave the Dark Age behind us and prosper together. Well, you know, I'm going to also compliment you because I like your Big Daddy suit. It's cool. Alright, what else we got? I can exploit this. Is it Parasitic Woods? Pretty... Okay. What is this? Food sharing tax is reduced. Food... That would help growth a lot. I don't know that we're necessarily sharing food at this point. Alright, let's get growth going then. Seems fine. Oh, I didn't want to end the turn. Oopsie. It is a Big Daddy. Welcome to the stream, all you folks who have joined. I see most of you guys have speared and ran off, but not everybody. So yeah, I'll be streaming again tomorrow, and if they allow us to on Sunday, I think they do. I gotta make sure. It was supposed to be the 16th through the 19th, but I know they had some people listed on the 20th that was supposed to be streaming too. So I don't know if it's going through the 20th, but I'll make sure I ask someone or whatever the case is. I want to make sure that I don't do anything wrong. Oh, we're still waiting on opponents. So we're gonna basically end the... Oh, great. End the turn. Oh, I siphoned. Yeah! Oh! The perpetrator's identity is hidden. Yeah, so we stole back the stuff that he stole from us, and he doesn't even know it was us. He doesn't even know that we're watching him. You know what? I'm doing okay on energy for once. Sure, I'll take your Cosmite stuff.
Breakthroughs in gravitic containment and inertial dampening systems, intended to facilitate increased Cosmite production, prove to have serendipitous applications in mass transit systems across a variety of terrains, allowing for more efficient transport across colonies where this technology is deployed. Dr. Aksanik, Chief Researcher, MagTech Inc.
Alright, and to remind you guys that I will be posting all the live streams up on YouTube, hopefully in the next few days. as well as all my live streams of Battle Brothers. I will be continuing to put out, hopefully, daily Battle Brother episodes. I might miss a day or two here and there, but there's a bunch. So if I do miss one of our current one, I'll try to post one of the older ones, because I still have the season before with the Beast and Exploration DLC that I'm still uploading. I have like 7 episodes of that left. So I know a lot of you guys have just started following or joining or watching with the latest Battle Brothers, and of course with this. So yeah, a bunch of stuff for you guys to look at and check out. Alright, I think Energy Development 2 is going to be a thing that I want. I feel like I'm okay at energy at this point, though. Maybe we're going to go into... maybe we'll go into research. I feel like we can get research going a little bit quicker. Might be good, too. You're going to... No, I'm going to decide later. For my movement. Sure, get over there. Over here. You guys are good friends now. Everybody's happy. No. I want to go to my boy. I need 2 things. I need to move here. I will have you... Nope. I will have you come over here and be like, hey, could I get you to not be there anymore? Thanks. Then you move and we'll get some research, which is great. Oh no, what happened? No, it didn't do it right. Oh, I'm so not happy right now. Why? I clicked it. Did I somehow... I'm very unhappy. Sorry, guys and gals. I wanted to annex this thing and then leave. Now I moved the bug over. I should have done the thing with the bug on its way over. I don't know. Trying to heal up. And we're fully healed, I think, with everyone except, yeah, a couple guys. Alright, that's cool. Hey,
Incoming communication.
you're still publicly commenting, or complimenting me. Cool. How do I compliment you publicly? I guess it's just random. Just build up. The diplomacy is still a little bit diplomacy light. I feel like it could be a bit more. Buy 5 items with faction. Oh, I could have done this one too. Dang it. I just had to buy more. Oh, I forgot all about that. Darn. I was way ahead on this one. Like, super far ahead. What did I end up losing? I mean, that's not that big of a deal. And I guess we can still get that. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Bad Bumpy is bad. It's fine. Hey, Tack, I'm about to be done, so it's okay. You showed up. It's cool. I appreciate the support, man. No worries. And I know my times are always kind of weird. I'm trying to keep it as consistent as possible, but, you know, can't always be 100% consistent. We've at least explored a lot of the map now, so that's a good thing, but that's about where the good stuff ends. We're super far behind everyone, it looks like. So we're going to have to play, like, super aggressive, choose someone to just go and try to murder, and hope that that's going to work out for us. I need to get another town or something going, and I probably need to up my defensive thingies. And then everything will be okay, probably. But definitely not. Definitely not going to be okay. That's all fine. I guess we can go back down this way. Alright. And the last of our people to move, I think. There's one more? Yeah, this guy down here. And that'll do it for the stream. So I will be back again tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern for more Age of Wonders Planetfall. And then I will be on at 7, I want to say 7? 7 p.m. Eastern for Battle Brothers. I should have all this written down. I know, I'm just going off memory. That's a scary thing. Though I do have a decent memory. So that's the plan for tomorrow. If you guys want to show up and join the live stream, go ahead and do so. We're ending the turn. We're ending the stream. And it was nice to meet a bunch of you guys and to talk. And welcome to the stream, Zalanthus. I didn't welcome you before, but welcome. And yeah, we will we'll continue on on the morrow. And again, I'll probably look at the map before I start a little bit and try to get a plan of attack. I'll have to pull all my people back from the 4 corners of the world and then choose just a group to go after. Full disclosure, it's probably going to be Darth Vader, Melpheus or Melphenius, or whatever his name is. that's probably going to be who I go after. So, yeah. He's close to us. He's got that thing that I want right here. Where is it? This thing? So, that's probably how it's going to go down. So, we'll see. Anyway. What? Here, take that. I don't care. Message from the... stop it. Whatever, I accept. Leave me alone. I'm probably not going to do it, but I accept. Alright, so that's it. Until the next stream, guys and gals, tomorrow. I'm Bumpy McSquigums. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you later.